All right, time to go inside the numbers to bring you the news of the day.
Let's do this.
Donald Trump has narrowed down his Supreme Court justices to about 4 candidates, including a number of women.
Mm-hmm.
He's intrigued by the idea of appointing a woman. He said he'll make his announcement on July 9th, which is what? A week from yesterday.
Yeah.
When and if they ever do overturn Roe versus Wade, it'll then become a states' rights issue, which is why this story from the Des Moines Register is interesting. In a 5-2 decision on Friday, the Iowa Supreme Court rejected a law in the state that required a 72-hour waiting period for women seeking an abortion. They found the law violated the right to equal protection under the state constitution. That's interesting that the Iowa court rejected the 72-hour waiting period on a 5-2 decision. Stay tuned for that. Following a record number of women who have won primaries, there are now 9 state legislatures that could potentially be composed of 50% or more women after the general elections in November.
I say it's about time.
Nevada tops the list with 38% women and could reach as high as 65% women. Whenever a state legislature does have more women than men, it will be the first time in U.S. history.
Okay, then.
And there's a potential for 9.
That deserves a woo woo.
Wow. The notorious gangster Redon Fayyad, who was serving a 25-year sentence for robbery, during which a police officer was killed, escaped from prison near Paris the other day. The escape was facilitated by heavily armed associates, a helicopter, and a hostage helicopter instructor. The escape only barely eclipses his first escape 5 years ago, which involved seized guards, human shields, and dynamite.
This guy is one bad.
Sounds like Lex Luthor using a helicopter to get out of prison.
So wait, did he?
He got out of prison.
So he's out.
He escaped with a helicopter.
Successfully escaped.
Yeah, I haven't heard if they've caught him yet, but there's a manhunt going on in and around Paris looking for this guy. Okay. But he escaped with a helicopter. And finally, the London Symphony Orchestra is tackling Karl-Heinz Stockhausen's Gruppen. It's a monumental piece of music that requires no fewer than 109 musicians, 3 conductors, and 3 orchestras, each playing at a different tempo. One of the conductors described the piece in the New York Times as irritatingly complex, which is what my last girlfriend said about me. Those are the numbers inside the news. Big 550 KTR.